My name is Daniel Mashao. As you have heard, I'm the Executive Dean of the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment. And I was thinking about my speech, and I say I'm going to tell them that I'm so excited to see them. And I know that most of them won't believe me, but I'm not lying to you. When I'm saying I'm very excited to see you, I wish I could see you longer. I wish we could talk and share many things because it's a privilege. You see, life is like being on a train. And when you are on a train, when the train comes to a stop, some people come in, and some of them sit next to you. But also when a train comes to a stop, some people get out, because they have reached their destination. Unfortunately in life, we never know what's going to happen at the next stop. We are privileged to have the chance that when the train is moving, we are together. We are privileged for that because we don't know whose next stop is the end and who's coming in. But when people come into the train, welcome them, be glad, meet them, get to know them. Also realize that sometimes they will get off the train. And sometimes it's your mom, sometimes it's your parents who get off the train, the train of life. They were there, the time has come for them to get out, and it's very painful to all of us because the people you loved and you have seen, you're not going to see them anymore. Sometimes it's our friends and siblings. But the big thing about life is that always learn to appreciate that time. So right now, it's our time. We are here together at the University of Johannesburg, and it's a great opportunity. So I really want to welcome you because I feel privileged. We may never meet. I hope we meet. I hope we meet in 4 years' time, in 3 years' time, when you graduate, and then I'm the one sitting up there to say that, to call out your name, that you are one of the students who is graduating from the University of Johannesburg. I hope we do that, but none of that is guaranteed to us. Lady Fortuna decides who gets out and who comes in, and it's not even our decisions. If it was my decisions, I'm sure I will exercise every day and make sure I eat all those super healthy things so that in the next 3 years we do meet. But that is not guaranteed to any of us. So the next best thing is to really enjoy when we have the time together. So welcome to University of Johannesburg. You have really come to the largest faculty of engineering and built environment in the country. That's how special you are. You have come to the largest engineering faculty of engineering and the built environment in the country. So when you are at UJ, know you have come to a special place. And not only is this place special, but this Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment produces the highest number of research outputs. It produces the highest number of doctoral students. Last year, we did about 82 doctoral students who were becoming doctors from the Faculty of Engineering and the Built Environment. This year, and even last year, we produced research output that is bigger than 19 of the 26 universities in South Africa, from just one faculty. There are about 10,000 students in this faculty. About 2,500 of the students that we have in this faculty are graduate students. They are students who have done their degrees, and they're so happy with us, they've decided to come and stay further longer with us. So we are very proud of that because that's where we want to be. I want to tell you about how special you are. There's an advert that when I was a student at Brown University, one of the Ivy League universities in America, and I was doing my doctorate in engineering on artificial intelligence, I saw this advert. And the advert says, what if I knew about a stage of life? Not when I'm finishing that stage of life, but when I'm starting it. What if I knew about being a child, not when I'm getting out of that stage? I knew about being a child before I get into that stage. What if I knew about being a teenager before I became older, not after? I knew about raising children when I'm starting to have children, not after. Unfortunately, in life, many things we know them after. You know about being a parent after your kids have been raised. You know about when I was a kid, I knew about being a kid when I was now a youngster now. And when I threw tantrums around, my parents will tell me, not you. I mean, you are older now. So I realized that, these tantrums, I should have thrown them last year, If I threw them last year, they were saying, I'm still a child. They will stomach me and, I'm still a child, But they were telling me, not you. And I knew now that, you throw tantrums, you get things done, But I knew it late. So in life, unfortunately, we know things late. But I want to tell you something that I want you to know early. You are getting into a journey. That journey is a privileged journey that you are getting into. It's a privileged journey. Only 4% of students in South Africa ever have a chance to go to university. 4% means 4 out of 100 students. Right now, as a dean, there are a lot of people who are calling me and saying to me, I want my child to come in, I'm willing to pay anything. I really want my child to have this opportunity. And I have to say to them, no, we do not have space. And I have to say that. And because we don't really have space, there's only a limited space. UJ has received 320,000 applications. UJ can only take about 10,000 students. So there are a lot of students who are never going to have this opportunity. And this has nothing to do with how good they are. They may be better. This has a lot to do with lady luck, but it also has a lot to do with the fact that as a country, we have very few institutions for the population we have. We have only 26 institutions for 60 million people. So you today, you are joining the 4% of those who have been given an opportunity. And I wish I can tell you before it's late, when you come to my office and say, Dean, I have been F7'd. I've been told I must go home because I didn't pass well, because I didn't do my work. I wish you could know then, because a lot of people get to know at that point what a privilege was it to be at the University of Johannesburg, to be among people sitting down, listening to somebody teaching them. Because there are people today who would wish to have that opportunity who are not going to have it. Because the stats of this country says only 4% of our students have that opportunity. So I know I can't maybe generate it inside your feeling to really look at yourself and say, I'm really special, but you are special. You have been given an opportunity that other people, out of no fault of their own, will not have it. So the only thing I can say to you is use that opportunity. Use that opportunity. Study hard. Do your best. So that should we come to that point when we have to say to you, we do not have space, we can't have you continuing, you at least can say, I did my best. I tried. I studied. I told students yesterday or the day before that I passed my Bachelor of Science in Engineering at University of Cape Town, and I passed it cum laude. I'm not like other people. Other people will put BSc Eng there. I don't do that. I put BSc Eng cum laude. What that means is that I passed it with honors. I passed my 4-year degree with honors because I was doing the science program. But there is a course I failed when I was a student. I was lucky it was an optional course. And I know why I failed that course. I think there are 2 things why I failed that course. One of them was because I was lying. The other one is because I followed my friends. I was lying to my friends. You know, when I was lying, they would come to me, my friends, and ask me, Daniel, did you study? And I don't want to tell them that I was. You know, I say, no, I didn't study, you know. We are going to a test. We are going to write an exam. They'll say, hey, did you study? No, you know, not me, man. No, you know. And then the results will come in and I will find that I've passed. I've passed very well. Because I didn't go there to play. No, I didn't go to UCT to play. I didn't come from Etridgeville, Pretoria West, and go to university to play. I didn't, no. I went there to study. But I always lied to them because I sympathize with them, you know. They came to university, they decided it's a place to play, to get to know people. I couldn't do that. I was poor. I come from a poor family. They don't have money at home. So I didn't go there to play. I went there to study. I went there to do my work. I didn't want to go in there and just come in. And, no, I didn't. So always when they ask me, did you study? I lie. No, me, how can I study, you know? That guy, that textbook is big, you know. I put it on my head and it fell off, you know. That's what I told them. And I'm not proud of that because it's not a good thing to do. It's good when people say, did you study? Say, yes, I did. That's why I came here for. When I applied, I came here so I can pass. I didn't come here to play. I enjoy all these other things, but I didn't come to play. I came to pass. So I want to say to you, you'll need to make those choices. You'll need to make those choices. Being at university is great, it's fun, but make sure that at the end of 3 years, you have come here, you know why you came here, and you did it. Make sure that you did that. And when we decide in the F7 committee, you'll know those terms, you know. You'll know them maybe after the first semester exams, that there is something like F7, there's exclusion here at UJ. So when that committee make a decision to say you must go home, please understand that there is only 4% of South Africans who have an opportunity to study. When we get rid of you, we create one more space to get somebody. And this other person, hey, you know, they were sitting at home, they were never going to get an opportunity, so they are probably thankful that you decided not to study, so they can get space. But I know you'll be very hurt. You'll come to me, and I will also say no, and we'll all be sad. I'll feel sad. I'll feel more sadder than you do. But I'll have no other option except to say, do that, do go home. I wouldn't want to say that, and none of your lecturers want to say that, because believe it or not, part of our performance is on your passing. We depend on that. We depend on you passing. We have targets that we set so that you pass, because we really want you to pass. And believe us when we say we do that. Just want to make sure that I've mentioned everything that I wanted to say. My speech was supposed to start at 10:30. and it's 10:30 now. Yeah, I want to tell you about us, that we are very proud to be the University of Johannesburg. Our vision is very simple: an international university of choice, anchored in Africa and dynamically shaping the future. I'm sure you will get to know that. When you listen to me, you'll hear me all the time saying that. An international university of choice, anchored in Africa and dynamically shaping the future. We really want to be like that. And what I like about UJ lives to the vision. When we're saying about ourselves that we are an international university of choice, we are talking about the fact that internationally we are competitive. I'm sure somewhere today you will hear how we are number 2 in Africa in terms of the QS rankings. You will hear about how we are the top in chemical sciences in Africa. You will hear about our rankings on the SDGs, how we are number 1 on no poverty and work. You will hear about all of these things because we are an international university of choice. We are not competing only against our neighbors. We actually collaborate with them. We want to be competitive against the world. So we do very well. When you get a UJ degree or get a UJ diploma, that degree or diploma in engineering is recognized internationally. It's recognized internationally. Last year, we had 3 of our programs that were evaluated, and we got 100%. We passed. That the degree that you get from UJ is a valid degree that you can take it with you and go anywhere in the world and say, I am an engineer with it. So that talks to us being an international university of choice. As you get in more at UJ, you'll hear more about it. You'll see all these rankings that we talk about. But the second part, we say we are anchored in Africa. What that talks to is that we are relevant to the challenges that we have. Last week, we launched the 3D printing of houses. We have Spot, that dog, that dog that you give it instructions, we have it at UJ. We have students who are doing masters on that dog. They're teaching that dog to become a guard. They are teaching that dog so that when you come and visit the dean, at a gate there, the dog will come and fetch you there and bring you to my office. Yesterday, I had a criticism of our dog. Somebody was saying, well, you have this Spot, this dog Spot, but I'm hungry. So I thought, after that person said that, I thought, wow, we need to have a master student who teaches this dog to go and plant things, to go dig holes and plant things. Because we can make this Spot, this dog, to be able to do things. But that talks to us being anchored in Africa. We are solving our local problems. Unemployment, inequity. Those are issues that we want to solve. So our education that we have at UJ, when you see us talking about boasting about our research output, we're not just boasting about that research output. We are boasting about the research that ensures that we can make a difference. And there's a lot more. We still have to do more. We have to look at how do you cleanse water, how do you do this and that. So as an institution, we'll be working on those things, anchored in Africa. And lastly, dynamically shaping the future. There we are talking around the 4th industrial revolution. Now you'll hear more about it. You'll learn more about it in your courses. You will see 3D printing of those houses, but also 3D visualization. We have a mine, I think just below here, where you can get into a real mine, a simulation of a real mine. And all of those things, by the time you guys are maybe second year, third year, you'll have a chance to go in there and learn about those things. But this is how we see ourselves. an international university of choice. The fact that you ended up at UJ, I wish you can see it as a privilege. I wish you can see it as coming to a university that wants to be dynamic, the university that wants to achieve. It's not, yeah, maybe they didn't take you somewhere else and you decided to come here, but we have come to the right place. And here we say, UJ, all the way. Oh, they don't know that saying. Oh, no, they'll teach you that. UJ, all the way. And that is us. So I don't want to lie, and I'm very honest to you, and what I say to you is really a privilege to welcome you to this great institution, and I trust that together we're going to do a lot better. Together we're going to study more, because all the things we're talking about are things that need to get into your mind so that you can be creative, so that you can create new knowledge. So this is an opportunity, this is an institution that is going to make that possible. Welcome to UJ. Thank you.